Emerging technologies are new technology that are going to have a large impact within a 5-year time span. These mostly include information technology, man-machine communication systems, and wireless data technologies to help us move forward. However, not all technologies can change how we live as a society, so what truly defines emerging technologies are technologies that make a radical change to business, industry, or society. Virtual reality has grown tremendously within the last 3 years. In 2015, companies were paying $2 billion for VR. In 10 years, the hardware alone will be worth $52 billion. Samsung already has $5 million in sales from these VR headsets. People are willing to pay over $250 for a VR headset. Imagine what it will be like in 5 years. Drones have started making waves throughout our past, present, and future society. Drones may be a big thing in the next 5 years. In order to operate a drone, you will need to have a license to fly. In this video, a company called SenseFly has made drones for agriculture. Enjoy and hope you learn.
Designed for survey-grade photogrammetric mapping, the EB Plus builds on SenseFly's trusted EB platform to offer a large coverage, survey-grade data collection system any professional can use. With its elongated wingspan, the EB Plus can fly for almost an hour, enabling it to map more hectares per flight than any drone in its weight class. The EB Plus also features breakthrough innovation called High Precision On Demand. This is built-in RTK-PPK functionality that you can activate as required. This boosts the system's horizontal and vertical absolute accuracy to 3 and 5 centimeters without the need for ground control points, dramatically reducing the time you spend in the field. The EB Plus also offers a range of flexible camera payloads to suit every application. Additional options include the Parrot Sequoia multispectral sensor for agricultural work and a thermal camera.
Engineers came up with technology that cars were ecologically efficient and others were able to parallel park for you. In the next few years, there will be cars that will drive themselves. These cars will be able to drive you and your passengers to whatever location using artificial intelligence. The video will go into detail more about self-driving cars.
Right from the start, the car astonished us. As we approached our first intersection, it slowed down and steered itself into the left turn lane.
Traffic light ahead shows green.
It's a German car, so naturally it has a German accent.
Just took off by itself when the light turned green, and now it's making this left turn by itself with other traffic around.
Herdwick gave us a rare opportunity to go on an actual test run near Mercedes' Silicon Valley lab. Almost every major automaker is working on the technology here. Nissan has teamed up with NASA. Auto parts maker Delphi put its system in this Audi. It was the first to drive itself across the country.
Drayson Technologies came up with the FreeVolt, an electronic piece that can power a device forever at no cost. It gets its energy from radio signals that bounce around in the clouds and turns it into power.
Everybody, Trace here for DNews. Technology nuts have been drooling over graphene since its discovery in 2004, and the number of things this so-called wonder material can do is growing really fast. If you're not familiar, graphene is a transparent, two-dimensional sheet of carbon atoms. It's the strongest material known to man and could be used to make better batteries, medical scanners, bulletproof vests, spacecrafts, planes, trains, automobiles, computers, transistors, nanomaterials, medical sensors, DNA sequencers. Graphene is poised to revolutionize pretty much everything. You know when you blow up a balloon and over the next few days it slowly loses air? That's because rubber is semi-permeable, it gets all shriveled and gross. A lot of things are semi-permeable. Air molecules can move through plastic bottles, which is why beer is still in glass. But graphene is here to make everything better. Using graphene, researchers at Rice University made airtight bottles by layering it like paper mache. By adding only a few atoms of thickness, it becomes impossible for air to escape or enter. This month, scientists at Florida International University found graphene can become naturally magnetic on the atomic level. By manipulating the spinning electrons of carbon atoms of graphene, scientists turned it into a one-atom thick magnet. Only a few weeks ago, scientists created the cleanest graphene ever by sandwiching graphene between two layers of one-atom thick boron nitride.
Warburg Pincus put $100 million into making Helix, the soon-to-be app store for genetic information. Helix can tell you any gene information you want. For example, any physical traits, health risks, ancestry info, nutritional info, etc. However, now with the technology for DNA increasing tremendously, we have the ability to access tons of DNA results just by this DNA app. Artificial intelligence is the science and engineering of making intelligent machines, especially intelligent computer programs. A similar task would be using computer programs to understand human intelligence. Artificial intelligence does not have to confine itself to methods that are biologically observable. The foam brick tower is an example of artificial intelligence because a group of architects and engineers came together and used software to program drones to build a tower made out of foam bricks. The drones are programmed to work in force and are programmed to place these bricks in specific coordinates to build a tower. The drone to brick placing ratio is 1 drone equals 100 bricks in an hour. The tower is projected to be 6 meters high or 20 feet tall. How might some of these technologies affect education? Well, FreeVolt will save tons of money due to all the electricity that powers electronics. FreeVolt has an in-app device that can send out any alerts if any types of alarms are triggered, which can be very beneficial for all the places that cameras can't see. FreeVolt is going to provide lots of clean air to the environment due to how simple the process is.